Hello from Cedar Point here in Sandusky, Ohio. We're going to be enjoying some Frontier Festival eats and treats today. We're going to be hopping on some of our favorite attractions, not Wicked, Twister, or Dragster today, but we're going to head over to Maverick right now as the first coaster of the day. Let's go do this. It is a beautiful 75 degrees. Cedar Point does not seem to be too packed, although the park did just officially open to the public about 5 minutes ago. There's going to be a high of about 80 degrees today, and no chance of rain, which is awesome. It's gonna be a fun day. Frontier Festival is going on from May 25th to June 18th, and the decorations are prominent. I do enjoy Frontier Festival, maybe not as much as the Boysenberry Festival over at Knott's Berry Farm. I do feel like they had a little bit of more interesting decorations and food options. I mean, Boysenberry, come on. But Frontier Festival is still a cool addition here at Cedar Point nonetheless. All right, and there it is. Truly the wildest ride in the wilderness. Not Big Thunder Mountain. This thing is awesome.
Everything is prohibited on this ride.
Actually, here.
Welcome back, riders. How was your ride?
Maverick was awesome. Redeemed my Cedar Fair drink pass. I like to abuse this because it's supposed to have a 15-minute cooldown, but I can just keep getting in line and getting drinks. It doesn't actually like ever tell me no. So yeah. So you get the Cedar Point dining plan?
I did, yeah.
What you got here?
Everything delicious.
Everything delicious. That looks mighty delicious.
Chicken tendies, biscuits, and sweet potatoes.
Woo. All right, Steel Vengeance is next. Should be about an hour wait right now. How's your drink? That bad, huh? Get out of here. Well, we just got off of Steel Vengeance. That was a fantastic ride. We were near the front. Such a great coaster. I think we're gonna go head over to Gemini. Haven't done that one this year. It's about a 5-10 minute wait right now. All right, Gemini is only a 5-minute wait, and they got both sides going, which is awesome. I don't think this is considered an aggressive thrill ride, but sure, whatever. Such a great old classic aero racing coaster. Love it so much. We did lose. Well, I lost. I don't know where they are, but they were in the other train. I was on blue train and I lost, but yeah. It doesn't look like there's been a ton of progress made on Dragster. The launch and the brake tracks are still removed, but they haven't really taken anything else off. And I don't see the crane here anymore. Interesting. All right, next up is Magnum XL 200. We're gonna go hop in line for that. Doesn't look like there's a wait.
All clear.
Magnum was great. We're gonna hop on Corkscrew now. This is not so great. Going over to Cedar Point's Grand Pavilion to get some lunch. There it is, the garbage replacement for one of the best coasters here. I'm still salty about that one. I miss Wicked Twister. This thing stinks. I wanted to come out and film this awesome view atop the Grand Pavilion. You got Gatekeeper to the right, and then the beautiful, well, I don't know if Lake Erie is necessarily beautiful, but the view is certainly beautiful. That's pretty awesome. All right, you got the roasted pork tenderloin with fried rice and a nice little... You excited for this? Gatekeeper is up next. Food was mediocre, not worth $20. 45 minutes. All right, just got off the Gatekeeper. Such a great coaster. All right, just got in line for Raptor. Estimated wait is about 45 minutes. All right, now this is what $18 gets you at Hugo's Italian Kitchen. How's that cheesy bread? Bread and cheese. just got a great ride on Rougarou. It was surprising because normally this isn't my favorite coaster here, and I mean, it still isn't my favorite, but this was a lot more enjoyable than I remember it being. I think I enjoyed it more than my rides on Gatekeeper and Raptor today. I don't know why those rides just didn't do it for me, but this was pretty fun. Next coaster of the day, Millennium Force. Estimated wait is about an hour right now. And Millennium Force was fantastic. It's Millennium Force, come on. Millennium Force, it's great. All right, so I made my way back to the Frontier Festival here in Frontier Town. We're gonna do the little tasting Frontier Festival. You gotta get tickets. The 10 tasting tickets is $59.99 and 6 is $39.99. 10 is objectively the better deal, but I'm not very hungry, so I'm gonna do this. We already have a Cedar Fair or Cedar Point dining plan for the day, so I think 6 is all I need. All right, so unlike last time, they don't give you actual physical little tickets. You just get this little pamphlet with a Cedar Point lanyard, which is pretty cool. And they scan it, and you're able to get your food, your hearty meal portions, or a summer cooler novelty drink. All right, we're gonna start at number 1, Mine Ride Morsels. They got some savory corn fritters and some jalapeno creamed corn empanadas. Let's try this out. All right, so here's the creamed jalapeno empanadas. These round out to about $8 if you do the 6 ticket option instead of the 10. And yeah, I don't know, that seems a little pricey, although they're not super small empanadas. They're pretty decently big, but let's give it a try. And you know what? For what it isn't half bad. They got a good crunch, good season, and they're a little spicy, which I really like. I'd say as far as a vegetarian option here goes, I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat. This is pretty tasty. All right, number 2, we have the Smokehouse. You got the sweet corn quesadilla and the red bliss potato pierogi. Each of these are 1 ticket. All right, so we got the quesadilla and we got the pierogies, and I'm sensing an ongoing theme. Everything seems to be stuffed with and topped with the exact same thing. So you're essentially paying $40 to $60 for the same thing prepared in like 5 different ways. That's not terrible because again, this is well seasoned. This has good flavor, but if it's not for you, it's not for you, and you basically wasted, you know, $40, $60 on something that is just the same thing like 5 times over. So yeah. Okay, now with that being said, pierogies are very good. They're I'd liken it to something you'd probably find in like a Disney buffet, and the quesadilla is literally the empanada, but just not as good because rather than having that crispy outer shell, it's a little soggy. Just basically the empanada, but not as good. So I would skip this and just get 2 of the empanadas unless you want to try that. Definitely get that. That is delicious. You know, it's interesting. It's actually starting to cool off a little bit. It peaked at about 74, 75, and it's down to about 68 now. And the wind is picking up, which I'm not a fan of because I don't like wind. But we are at Cedar Point, one of the windiest amusement parks in the country. So, you know. All right, we jumped right from 2 to 7. They got smoked corn on the cob here at the wagon wheel, charred corn and chorizo flatbread, and what I'm gonna get, the funnel cake fries with caramel corn drizzle. All right, there's the caramel corn drizzled funnel cake fries. Let's give these a try. Yeah, that's pretty good. Look at these nice flowers and the little fountain they got here. Very fancy. I think this man's drunk.
Good to hear, good to hear.
Oof. All right, so we came over to number 6, Wave Swinger Sweets. We're gonna get this sweet corn cheesecake square. Woo! All right, here's the cheesecake. Looks pretty tasty. So it was not great. I would definitely recommend the funnel cake fries over this. I don't know, the corn just doesn't work well. The breadcrumbs are kind of weird. I don't know, it's not my thing. there is the chicken walking taco. Looks spectacularly mediocre. Well, yeah, that was not very good. I wouldn't recommend that. That was probably the worst thing I've had. Maybe the cheesecake was worse, but this was pretty rough. So it looks like they just evacuated the people using the catwalk on Maverick, so I assume that that's not going to reopen today, which is kind of disappointing. We were hoping to get another ride on that, but man, that's crazy. I haven't seen them do that before. So after trying a majority of the main items they have here in the Frontier Festival, I would definitely recommend the pierogies and probably the empanadas. I don't necessarily know if I would recommend the cheesecake or the walking taco. Didn't really enjoy either of those, but you know, hit or miss. I think I would probably pass on this event. I think you'd be better off just getting the dining pass and eating at literally any restaurant here for like $50 every 90 minutes for the whole day. This is $40 or $60, so kind of a lot for what you get. We have run into a bit of a pickle though due to high winds. Gemini, Magnum, Gatekeeper, Raptor, Valraven, Millennium Force, Maverick, and I think that's it. I think that's all of the major coasters that are closed down right now. But they are all closed down due to the wind. Steel Vengeance, thankfully, is still open, but it's a 2-hour-long wait. So here we are. We're just kind of sitting in Frontier Town, enjoying the sounds, the smells, and the sights as usual. Okay, and I stand corrected. Maverick just reopened, so we're gonna go run and hop in line for that because it's not looking like there is too many people. Because they actually, like I said earlier, and like I showed you, they evacuated the ride and told everyone to get out of line. So let's go. All right, should be about a 30-minute wait. Well, Maverick did experience about a 45-minute delay in operations. They were having some troubles with the LSMs on the lift hill, but they got it sorted out. And man, was that a fantastic ride on Maverick. For some reason, we rode on the way back. It felt more intense and faster than it did earlier in the day. Probably warmed up a little bit, but I don't know if there's anything in particular, but man, such a fantastic Intamin Blitz coaster. All right, we made our way back to Steel Vengeance. Looks like it's about a 45-minute wait. Well worth it for the best roller coaster in the world. Well, just got 2 absolutely legendary night rides on Steel Vengeance. Starting to lose my voice from screaming, but wow, that was awesome. What was so great was the first night ride we got, we didn't get trimmed on the mid-course, so we just flew through that second half, and it was insane. But the second time we rode, we did get trimmed a little bit, but not that much, and it was still made for 2 great rides on Steel Vengeance. All right, well, that is the end to our great day here at Cedar Point. Got on all the major coasters with the exception of Valraven and I guess Mad Mouse, Wild Mouse, whatever it's called. I don't know. No one cares. No one likes that thing. But we did end off the day with 2 great rides on Steel Vengeance, and we enjoyed some Frontier Festival eats and treats. Thank you guys for watching.